Okay, why do they make these so hard to find? Okay, hold on. Wait, what are you?
Yes.
Where did this come from?
What do you mean?
I thought we were going tent camping.
No, we're going camping. In style.
Oh gosh.
Well, hello from here at Fort Wilderness, where we have come to make this our home for the next few nights.
See, this is great. Well, you can see we rented one of these campers. We're actually here to, as Matt said, camp in style.
That's right,
Which is very exciting. This has been something we've been wanting to do for a long time.
Yeah, we actually rented this camper through one of the approved Disney vendors. They were able to deliver it, set it up for us, and all we had to do was show up and exist, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, basically when our site was ready, they just came and set this up. So we came here and like, it's like our own little like cabin. It's
that's
awesome.
True. Yeah.
So I think throughout our visit here today, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna enjoy Fort Wilderness, stay in this camper.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a really fun time here today.
Yeah, and we'll bring you guys along.
Yeah.
To start off our video today, we're gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of the camper before we make a mess of things, so we'll try to get right into that. So this camper is the Sport Trek 327 VIK. I believe it's supposed to sleep up to 8 people. You can see on the outside we have the 2 awnings here. If you go a little bit further down, we have like a tiny kitchen, I think. Yeah. TV and a
The awning's
fridge.
going in and out. So.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, a little grill here.
Yeah.
I think if you pull this, then it slides out like
cool.
that. So you got the sink and grill and all that. TV.
Is that like so I guess you could play music. You get like a
Yeah,
CD.
I guess so. You could plug in your auxiliary cord or whatever.
That's fun. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a HDMI, so I wonder if we
They
could
could like
plug
connect
in.
the
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
pretty nice. So tiny fridge, but there's another one inside. So.
Yeah. There's also some nice storage here too, so
Yeah,
I guess
a
if
little
you're out here, you kind of have all the things you need.
There you go. One other thing to point out on the outside here is there is this compartment, and I believe it does have, yeah, there's 4 chairs in here. So when you rent the RV, it does come with these 4 chairs. I don't know, we'll have to unfold them later and
They
see
should
if
put a
they're,
bed in here.
Yeah, you
I
could
would
sleep in there.
here.
Maybe there's a lot of room. But either way, it looks pretty nice so far from the outside. I think we're gonna head in and see what it's like on the inside.
You can see there's like this staircase you have to climb up. And as you go up, like the anticipation builds. And you kind of get to see what this looks like.
I think this is very nice for what it is, like from the outside and then you come inside. It feels like a little home. You have a full kitchen here. You got a sink, fridge. Is this a freezer or is it? Yeah, freezer too. Oven, microwave, all kinds of stuff.
I've never been inside one of these before. I've always seen like pictures of like them years ago, but like everything looks pretty like modern from what you can think. You have, of course, all your different accommodations. Lots of cabinet space too.
Oh yeah, you have all the
you can
pots and
see
pans
with-
and like, look, you even have an Instapot. Is that what this is?
So that's so
think
cool. If you go through like a service like this, they have a Keurig machine. You can make popcorn.
Gosh, there you go.
So that's so cool. There's basically everything you could ever need here. You can make a smoothie.
Yeah, and they do really have like a full kitchen, all the different things you could need, glasses and pitchers and all that different stuff. So if you do want to do some cooking in here, you'll be able to do that. Looks like we've got some dishes and more cups down there.
There is just a ton of storage here today. You can see like there's storage here all the way down. And it's really nice to have all the different room for all this stuff.
I'll just give you guys a quick brief overview of the rest of the stuff that's in the kitchen. You have silverware and all that kind of stuff that you could need. Down here, some more kitchen utensils available. And then I think this drawer is empty. Yeah. Moving on from the kitchen over here, you do have a little dinette or dining area. These recliners look really nice.
So do
they are
recline?
power recliners.
They don't recline, I don't think.
Oh, they don't recline?
They massage. Oh gosh.
There you go. They do recline, and they have massagers too,
And
heat.
heaters.
Yeah. So That's really nice. So you can sit here and...
Some of the things here are extremely goofy because there's a lot of heat stuff, and obviously we're in the middle of Florida where it's like 90 degrees out.
Yeah.
I love this.
A little fireplace.
Because it kind of makes it feel kind of cozy in here, but again, like, it's not making it warm. It just kind of adds to the ambience.
Look at this. The centerpiece also folds down here, and you get some cup holders there.
Gosh.
And then if you click this...
So does this turn into a bed too? Or could you
I
sleep
don't
on
know.
it? I guess you could just sleep on the recliner.
Yeah, you could just lay there. I guess you could sleep on the recliner too if you wanted to.
But you can see all the light switches are kind of like little things. And there's lights all over the place, so you can kind of play with these things. Here's the thermostat.
Now I will note with the air conditioning, at least on the website, it said that it can only cool, I think, like 15 degrees below the ambient temperature. So whatever it would be without the air conditioner, you're only going to get 15 degrees less than that, but I guess it's still something. But moving on into the first bedroom here, you have a few different beds, some bunk beds here. These look kind of tiny, but I guess they'd be okay for most people. We're kind of tall people, but what's that do?
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe it's just like a nightlight.
I guess. Oh. I don't think.
Then on the other side here, you do have, I think this turns into a bed, this couch here.
And then this
pulls down. Yeah, we won't do it right now. But, yeah, so you have, I guess, 4 beds in here.
You have a little window.
Yeah, you can, somehow this comes up, I think. I don't know how it works. I'll have to figure it out later. I don't want to break it.
Something I find really interesting, you have like this thing in the ground. So I wonder if you could move the table in this.
Oh, I don't know. That's
because
true.
There's like that's the same thing in the ground over there.
Pick up that maybe.
Or maybe there's something. I guess it'll be fun once we live in this space. We'll kind of
we'll be in here for a few days, so we might find there might be like a table in that like thing right there. I don't know.
It's just a sheet one,
but
that's nice. You have queen full for all the different rooms.
Coming back through the kitchen area, there's a little hidden compartment on the side right here, and this is how you control the outside awning, I believe, and then all the different like heat and lights and stuff you can control with that. So nice little control panel there. We'll play with that a little bit more later on. And what's this? Is this the bathroom? Yeah. It's actually not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. You have a toilet right there, and then this shower, some plugs, some cabinet space.
Everything feels very compact, like a cruise ship. So like everything's here. It just feels super strange if you never stayed in one of these campers before.
Yeah. Now to get into the master bedroom, there is actually a door from the bathroom here, or you can just go past the bathroom.
Yeah. Move around.
Right over here. And in here there is just a bed. I think this is probably like a queen-sized bed or something like that, but it's nice. You have some plugs on either side of the bed. You have a window there that you can put the shade up or down. What's that? Is that like pajamas?
No, I think it's like a laundry bag.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Yeah, so there's like everything you can need, but there's a lot of like hangers in here, so you can hang some clothes. Everything's very compact, but all your amenities are here.
Yeah.
So like everything you need is gonna be here for you. I like that window opens up too, because you can kind of get some natural light in here as well. And then there are some plugs back there too. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, like I said, they're on either side of the bed.
But yeah, there's like a little bit of a like a little snake.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. So you can set something there. Look at this. I guess you could open this to get some air. Yeah, ventilation.
Yeah, there was one in the other bedroom too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually massaging me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Let me try. Which one? Oh, it is. It's not like a deep massage. Like it's not going to get into like the knots in your back.
Look at this. You could
but
go.
It vibrates. Yeah.
You could go to the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, or you could come here.
Yeah, they don't have massage chairs at the Grand Floridian. But this is pretty nice. I think it was like $160 or $170 a night, something like that. We used Kissimmee Orlando RV Rental.
Yeah, and it's important to note. So you're gonna have to purchase this RV as well as your campsite.
Yeah, so we got the campsite first.
Through Disney.
Yeah, and then we contacted Kissimmee Orlando RV Rental, which is one of the approved like companies through Disney.
Yeah.
You have to do one of the, I think, 4 different approved companies. And so we use this one. And yeah, we'll just be out here like living here for the next, I think, 3 days, 4 days, something like that.
This is great. We've had this thing where we've done all forms of camping here for Wilderness. So this is the one thing we haven't done.
This is the final boss.
So cool. So It'll be great. We're going to bring you guys along for the full fun. I'm excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're kind of like all in this cabin, you can see I actually do have my tent.
I'm sure.
I brought out here. Might be fun. Maybe I'll try and sleep in this tonight.
It probably wouldn't be that bad. I'd kind of like to test it out and see. Yeah.
Matt has one too. Maybe we should bring that too. But the cool thing is I'm just excited to see how it is to exist in one of these things.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to like explore the campground because it's my favorite resort, I think. But before we get into things too much, since we got here, we're kind of hungry, so we might go take a golf cart ride over to Trails End to grab some food.
We did rent one of the golf carts, and it is lunchtime, I think, so that's probably going to be the first thing we do next. We're going to head over, get some lunch. We'll show you guys kind of a little bit of Trails End if you haven't seen it before, if you're curious about what's on the menu right now.
I'll say one of the things, I'm terrible without food, and I'm not a good camper without food.
Yeah, that's
so like
true.
a pioneer.
You're a grumpy camper or whatever they call it, something like that.
Yeah, like a pioneer, we have to feast.
Yeah,
so I think it'll be pretty good to start us off here today. There's always something cool about getting on one of these golf carts because this whole resort is like, you can just explore and just go wherever you want to go, which is so awesome. I know we don't really talk about it too much when we're camping here, but the golf carts roughly are about $75 per day, and you can rent them through Disney. So if you call the phone number, you can actually book them before your trip even begins.
You can reserve it ahead of time. You used to be able to rent them through third parties, but Disney has updated. I guess you still can, but you have to have insurance, and the third party can't deliver it to you. You have to, I guess you could like rent a trailer and bring it, but you have to have your own insurance.
And you cannot rent the golf cart unless you're physically staying here.
Yeah.
So that's something they used to do. You used to be able to rent it like normally if you're just visiting. But it's really cool though because everything's just kind of its own little town around here, and you can just kind of explore and drive around. It kind of has like a sense of adventure, which is so cool. Another thing I did want to note, there are 6-person golf carts. We have a 4-one. The 6-seaters are about $100 per day, so it's something worth noting if you have a lot of people with you. Well, there we go. We have officially taken the golf cart over here, and this is the settlement area, so you can take the boat over to Magic Kingdom that way. I feel like we come here a lot, and we kind of forget to explain these things. Yeah. But there's so many different places to explore around here. It's just kind of cool.
We'll show a little bit more after we eat. I'm hungry. Yeah. I want to head into Trails End here and get some food.
This is the quick service.
Yeah.
I feel like Trails End has changed a little bit since we've last been here, but basically the same concept. You can order your food off the menu, but they also have a bunch of like family meals you can get. So if you have an RV or a camper or a cabin, you can get some like fried chicken or different food to bring back to your campsite, which I think is so cool. So they have a lot of good stuff. So they have like ribs, fried chicken, brisket, a lot of barbecue stuff. Everything is pretty decent for what it is. And I do like that they have like a grab and go area here too. So they can get like cold, different brisket and things as well. As I said, we're just really hungry here, so I think we're gonna order our food and then we'll kind of see what else we can do here today. Well, we ordered our food and it looks like Matt got something from like the hot food section.
I didn't end up getting a meal. I don't really love any of their sides here.
That's
their beans I don't really care for, and I just wasn't really in the mood for mashed potatoes or anything, so I just got 1 pound of pulled pork as my meal. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat some pulled pork. I probably won't finish it. I'll probably take it back to the camper, but that's one nice thing about having like either a camper or a cabin here. We have a fridge, so I could take this back, and then we have a microwave that I could heat it up later.
And that's really cool. So that was from the section where there's like the heated foods.
There's like a grab and go with family meals and all kinds of different things. So yeah, this was $14.99, and this is 18.9 ounces, so a little bit more than a pound of pulled pork.
Oh, that's nice that it says that too.
Yeah, it tells you exactly how much you're having.
So I think they do have some barbecue sauce up there, but I think Matt's gonna go dry today.
Oh, I think our food is here too. Oh.
Chicken?
Right here. Thank you. And look at this, my food arrived here too. This is the half chicken meal.
That looks good.
And you can see they do normally serve the fried chicken, but I decided to go with the grilled chicken today, and this looks really good. I think that looks great.
You can also get a whole rotisserie, like a whole grilled chicken like that up there. So I think it's a smoked rotisserie chicken is what it is.
Yeah.
And it looks really nice.
So this came with coleslaw, mashed potatoes, and cornbread, so you get a little bit of everything as well.
Yeah.
We were saying, like, we're pioneers here. We could buy a thing of this pork and, like, get buns and, like, make sandwiches.
We already have buns because we were making hamburgers tonight or sometime.
See, that's, like, a good thing. Like, they have buns in the gift shop, too, so you can buy those and, like, take them back with you.
Yeah.
But here's the chicken itself. It looks very good. Looks very seasoned. This is nice. I know Disney has a couple different like grilled chicken options around the parks. This was good. So yeah, as you saw under the menu, it just said like, oh, you can get the roasted chicken upon request too, which is pretty interesting.
I feel like I've been eating this pulled pork forever. Like I just keep eating it. It just doesn't run out. It's really good. I like it. It has a good flavor to it. I've been eating it without sauce, but I think there is some sauce up there by the drinks. And then also, I don't know if it was like Disney sauce or what it was, but up in the area where I got this, they had a big container of sauce that you could buy to go along with this to take back to your room. So either way, this is good. It's like moist, has a good flavor to it. I think Goo showed some of the desserts when they were up there, but Mama Goo actually got this apple hand pie. This looks really nice. I think it's like a fried pie. It has some sugar on the outside. It seems like they're always adding new desserts over here, so they had some pretty good looking things, some different cookies and things. How's your meal, Goo?
It's pretty good. I like the chicken. The mashed potatoes are good. I'm not a huge fan of coleslaw, and they probably could have substituted it.
Probably.
I wasn't really thinking.
Yeah. There's a look at the inside of the hand pie as well. It looks like maybe there's caramel or something mixed with the apples, like the Taco Bell empanada. Maybe it'll be like.
I think overall this meal did what I wanted to do. Gave me some energy. It got me ready for our camping adventure. And I think like as I always say, we're like the pioneers.
Yeah.
We're going out into the frontier, and you never know what'll happen here today.
Well, we came back by the camper so I could put my pulled pork away. I got that put in the fridge for later. Since we did check in a little bit on the later side today, I don't know if we're really gonna have time to do a whole lot. Of course, we'll bring you guys along for anything we do experience, but I think the rest of the day is gonna be kind of just winding down and getting organized and learning how to live in this thing for the next few days.
So being that we have like a preferred campsite, we're literally within like a 2-minute walk of the meadow area over here. So you can see like right over here is actually the refreshment station. Yeah, and if you go this way, the meadow is right there. You can hear the Chip and Dale Sing-Along over there. So we're gonna head that direction. As I said, I was only coming out here to go over to the store right now, but this sing-along is so much fun. You have the fun sing-along songs. Chip and Dale come out, and they have like fire pits all around too. And then you can go up to this food truck, the Chuck Wagon, and you can buy s'more kits. I wasn't originally planning on getting s'mores, but all this excitement and fun is kind of making me want to. So, I don't know, maybe we'll grab some s'mores and then eventually make it to the store afterwards. But that's the fun of Fort Wilderness. You don't really know what you're going to do until you get here. And there's just so much happening, and it's always so cool. So yeah, again, the s'more kits are $10, and they're right here in this food cart. You can see that's where Chip and Dale are coming out again. But I don't know, we might grab some s'mores, and then maybe we'll go from there. Why not? Sounds good. I have a card. Thank you. So I did get one of the s'more kits. As you can see, it comes with everything you need. Marshmallows, graham crackers, chocolate, and then these long sticks where you can take it over to the fire. So yeah, I think we're gonna make some s'mores. You can see the Chip and Dale Sing-Along is starting to end, but I believe the fire goes through the movie that they're playing. So if you guys don't know, they do the sing-along and then the movie starts on the giant screen over here. So I just confirmed the campfire does go till 9:30, and we got one of our marshmallows. So let's go over here and see how I do. Okay, well here we go, and I'll say like these are nice because it's a full kit, and like if you're staying here a while and I just want to do this or come back tomorrow, everything will be good. But you can see here's my s'more. I mean, what more could you want here? This is so cool. We got our s'more. We're at Fort Wilderness. This is going to be so much fun. This is awesome. Well, I guess Matt smelled the s'mores because he came over here, and I guess we're going to go in this store together. Gosh. It's one of the things, like, now that we're settled here, it's kind of important to make sure we have all our camping essentials. And this store is so cool. It's so cool that we can literally walk to this store now, too. So we're going to run in this store to make sure we don't need anything else for our camper tonight. I also like to say this store itself, I feel like hours have been extended throughout its lifetime. Right now, they open at 10 p.m., but always look at the Disney app because they'll have the most current updated schedule for this place.
Most of the stuff in the store hasn't really changed since our last video, and we showed a lot of it last time. But I will point out a couple things here. If you are staying in like a camper or RV, apparently you have to use special clog-free toilet paper, RV marine tank toilet paper, so they do have some of that here. I think it was included. Like, I think they put some in the bathroom of our camper, so I don't think we'll need to get any, but they do have it here.
It's something to consider, though. If you are camping in a camper,
yeah,
like, they'll have everything you might need.
They have the luxurious kind, too. 2-ply. Very nice.
They're just like the Pioneer.
Yeah.
One time we went tent camping here, and I remember one of the problems we ran into, they didn't have shampoo here.
Oh, that's true.
And we were really lucky because we lived down the street. But like, if you're ever coming, make sure you do bring those things with you.
There's like a variety of strange things that they don't have that we've kind of realized over time. Like, I don't think they have lighter fluid here, so if you need that for like grilling or whatever.
I mean, it's crazy because they have so many things that you do need, but like just some random things that you might need, they might not have. So always be prepared and try and pack as much as you need. You also have like RV sewer hoses and different things like this, which I don't think you need to use. Like, you don't do any of this stuff if you're renting.
Yeah, if you're renting it, they set it all up for us, and they showed us how to do a couple things, but we don't need any of
Yeah,
this.
for the most part, that's not something we're dealing with. But if you are bringing a camper, this is something to see. Like, they have all the different stuff you'll need for
different
all this.
clamps and stuff down here. And these cords.
Look, they have picnic table plots.
Oh, that's nice.
Because each campsite, we didn't really show it to
These
them.
things would be nice.
Oh, awesome.
They keep the tablecloth on your table.
So yeah, each campsite will have like a little picnic table right next to it as well. I also really like this. I feel like not every resort has these, but you have like this candy ball with like
Dr. Pepper jelly beans. Those sound good.
Oh, look, it's the little fruit things that look like bananas. Now, as I said earlier, if you are doing the Chip and Dale Sing-Along, they do sell the s'more kits over at the Chuck Wagon, I think is what they call it. Yeah. But they do have all the different things you can need here too. So if you want to buy things by yourself without getting the kit, you can get all your different essentials here as well, which is good to know. I think one of the coolest things though is like you can literally camp and get a Mickey bar.
Yeah, they have the Mickey bars and the ice cream
That's just so cool, like to be at a campsite and just grab a Mickey bar. So, I mean, where else can you do that? That's so cool. If you are staying here and you want some camping bedtime stories, I like these.
One wild summer camp, Mickey and Minnie.
That's so cool. I love that it's like camp themed. And you have a couple other things down there too, but...
Oh, is this? No, it's like...
Oh, that's so cool though. Look at all that.
Yeah, that would be cool if it was actually for wilderness. But
something else that I found interesting, the main store, or the store over by the settlement area, by Trail's End, actually had a lot of Fort Wilderness merchandise before, but I feel like it all kind of moved over here now. Yeah. But they have like a ton of really cool...
Oh, I think I have this cup. It's a turbo. Yeah, it's a turbo.
Yeah. I love that they had the Festival of the Arts piece here too, that was from this last year for the Festival of the Arts.
I think since the last time we were here, they've also added some more cabin merchandise. Look at this cabin puzzle here.
That's so cool that those are the new cabins. I like the blanket. So this is a blanket and it looks like the art that they have in the cabin.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
So like that's the Circle Lee Ranch and like all the different patches and things in a fun little design. So it's like a throw blanket. And then you have like is this Corksicle? Yeah, you have a Corksicle with the cabin logo on it.
Do you need to be Disney Vacation Club, or is it like I don't think it's Vacation Club merchandise?
This is $54.99. I do also like you have like one of these, like a sweater for the cabins. I don't know, this is just super goofy to me, but that's pretty fun to see. And this is a picture of the throw like unfolded. So those are some of the patches they have on the wall of the new cabins, which is pretty cool. We have just left the store, and I think we actually left without getting a single thing.
We did,
which I feel kind of goofy because we came all the way over here just to see what we need. But I think that's something to consider. Once you're in the wilderness, you kind of have to find entertainment wherever you find it.
You have to fend for yourself.
But either way, I think it was so cool to come out here. I got a s'more. We got to go in the store. And I think we're just kind of getting into this Fort Wilderness routine here today, which I think is super cool. Well, we're finally getting settled in here today. You can see we set up the Nintendo Switch on the TV.
Yeah,
because
we have the Mario Kart.
Yeah, we're going to Epic Universe next week, so we're preparing by playing Mario Kart. And it was great. So Mama Goo, of course, is with us. She made some cookies. They're in this pan here. And overall, I feel like we're just finally getting into this place, which is great. It does feel a lot smaller the longer I stay in it. In many ways, I feel like it's like a mini cabin in many ways, which I think is interesting.
I feel like it's feeling a little bit bigger for me. I guess I'm just getting used to being in the space.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
We're starting to figure out our sleeping arrangements. I don't know how Matt figured this out. Apparently this
turns into a bed, I think. So you just...
I'm sure.
Kind of like a futon.
I guess
futons do.
It's very cushy. Like, it's kind of comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's
probably going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to sleep in this. Matt's going to sleep there.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too bad.
Worst thing is, if for some reason I can't sleep here, there's always the tent outside.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Well, alright, it looks like Goo is ready for bed.
Are you tired?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't that bad. It's a little bit weird, but it's not my favorite, but I'll survive.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be bad for just a couple nights.
Yeah, so I think from here we're gonna get ready for tomorrow. We have a very busy camping day tomorrow, so I think it'll be good. Good night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. I'm going to bed.
Well, good morning from here at the fort. We are up and all ready for the day. How'd you sleep, Goo?
That was not the comfortable thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't the most comfortable. I survived, though. It was fine.
There you go. I think it's like if you've ever bought a futon, maybe like you had one in college or something, it's about the same as a futon.
It's rough because, on the different bed, like, you could tell where the couch, like, if this was the couch,
like where the separation is. Yeah, that's how a futon is, too. There's like a bar there.
A little metal bar going into my back a little bit. I did survive, though, and I think it's great. Like, again, this is something that's going to be a little bit different than your average accommodation. So everything's going to be more compact, and things aren't going to be the most luxurious. But it worked good. I think it's been a pretty fun time so far, and it's been a unique experience for sure.
It's been a very eventful morning for me so far. When Mama Goo got up this morning, she actually looked on one of the Fort Wilderness Facebook pages and noticed that somebody was advertising they were giving away a fire pit. They didn't want it anymore. They were leaving. They couldn't take it with them. And so we ran over and we were actually able to secure it to use for ourselves. It's a pretty nice pit. You can see it is fully enclosed. There are like rules at Fort Wilderness about what kind of pits you can use. This is one of the approved ones. It is super light, which is nice, but I don't think we're gonna end up taking it with us either, so we will enjoy it tonight and then pass it on to the next group. For now though, I think we are gonna start off the morning making some breakfast in this outdoor kitchen here. Just gotta unlatch it, then we'll open it up. We showed it briefly yesterday, but I'll give you guys a quick reminder, a little rundown. We have the mini fridge out here. I don't think it really holds much. It's more of a drink cooler. And then we do have, if I can unlatch this here, we have a little grill, griddle, a sink. And then we do also have a TV out here if we want to watch while we're cooking. This whole outdoor kitchen thing has been a little bit of a learning process for me. I think this grill runs off of some kind of propane or gas or something. And so you got to hook up this hose in order to use it. So I think I just take the one end and stick it on here like this. There we go. And then I take the other end and put it in down here. And there we go, we should have gas. While we're waiting for that to heat up, there are a couple other things I need to take care of, some maintenance. I wouldn't even call it maintenance, it's just some light things you have to do to take care of your camper. So if you look right here on the side of the cabinets, this actually opens up and you have your control panel in here. So this is how you'll put out like the awnings on the side and all that. But also there are some buttons here. You can see black, so that is for one of the water tanks, I think. That's where, like, if you flush the toilet or whatever, all of the water goes into the black tank. And so if you click this button, it lights up the meter up here. So what I've been told is once it fills up to the third dot, you have to go outside and pull a lever to empty it. Once it gets to the fourth dot, that means it's full, so you definitely have to do it. But he said to take care of it once it gets to the third, so I think we're gonna go pull that lever, see if we can figure that out. He showed it to me yesterday, so I think I should be good to do it. All right, so we are gonna go around to the other side of the camper, and you can see over here there's different hoses and things hooked up or hooked up to the sewer. These pipes going from the camper. I believe this little lever right here is what he said. Once it gets to 2/3 full, you want to come outside and pull that. There we go. You can hear water flowing. It's going through this pipe. It's going to come through this pipe and empty, and he said once it slows down to like a light trickle, then you can push that back in and you're good. It looks like it is slowing down considerably now, so we're going to go ahead, push that back in. There we go. And here we go, we got it going. We got some bacon cooking over here. Got some eggs and sausage and hash browns over here we're going to throw on. This thing seems to be working pretty good so far, it's nice. Now that we're all done with breakfast and everything is finished up, I think we're gonna go on a little adventure. I feel like there's a lot of things around the fort here that we haven't seen or done before, regardless of the fact that we've been here multiple times.
And there's a lot of things changing too.
That's true.
They're building that new tower over there.
Oh, that's right.
I think it'd be fun to maybe look at the construction. And I think now that we're kind of settled in, there's a lot to explore and a lot to do, which I think will be really fun. I feel like one of the things we really don't get into too much when we come here, but it's really cool. They have a lot of really fun recreational stuff. So we got in the golf cart. We're heading over to the meadow, and I think Matt might like rent a canoe. That's
yeah,
what
I've
he was
been thinking.
talking.
They have
yeah.
all kinds of water stuff. They have canoes and kayaks.
I would go fishing. I wonder
That
if
might
we
be
can go
fun, yeah.
fishing. Oh, here we go. A lot of car parking over here. It gets very busy at night though. So if you come for the sing-along, it get a little tough. I know we show it a lot every single time we come here to Fort Wilderness, but I feel like it's very important to kind of show you where everything is. You can see it's just a giant campground. These are all campsites. And then there's like 3 central areas throughout the entire campground that have certain things you can do. So the one by the water, that's going to be called the settlement. That's where hoop-de-doo, trails, and everything's over there. You can take the boat from Magic Kingdom over there. We are currently at the Meadow, which is kind of this middle of the campground place where they do all the recreation. They do the Chip and Dale Sing-Along, the movie. There's another store here. There's a store here at the Meadow and a store at the settlement. And then the third one, which is kind of a small one, is just like the main lobby, which is at the end. That's where you can check in. That's where all that stuff happens. But usually just kind of is either the Meadow or settlement. So it's kind of important to know where things are. And if you have one of these premium sites like we have, you can just easily walk to the Meadow, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, there's some bad news.
What?
Their water levels are too low to do the kayaks. So no kayak for me today.
Well, this is cool though. They do offer like kayaks and like canoes.
Yeah, all kinds of. Yeah. So we'll have to try it sometime. I feel like last time the water level.
Yeah,
was
I feel like it
low too,
happens a lot.
Maybe
so
during the summer it rains
Yeah.
more. Right now it hasn't really been raining a lot, so we'll have to come sometime maybe during the summer.
Right here is what they call the bike barn, and this is usually where you can rent things and do like recreational
This
stuff.
is where you could rent kayaks and stuff.
Yes.
Or you can rent, I think, fishing stuff too.
A lot of the crafts happen here too, so if you're ever doing any of the crafts they do, a lot of them happen on this thing. And then if we can get a little bit closer to the bike barn, like their menu, we can see what some of the things they offer. So you can see kayaks, canoes. You can rent bikes, something to consider. If you get a bike, you have to, if you get it all day, you have to bring it back by 5 when they close.
Yeah.
You can get fishing gear, all the different things you can need. I don't think they do firework cruises. Maybe at the dock.
I think they might go from the dock.
Over at the settlement?
Yeah.
But this is cool. I've always wanted to do one of the back trail adventure.
That would be fun.
Yeah, with the Segway tour. But here's the prices with everything you can kind of see. There you go. Also over here near the Meadow is the swimming pool. They have a pretty good pool at this resort, and actually right over here they also have a pool bar where they serve some food, drinks, and different things. And then I think they have the arcade over here, don't they? Yeah, and then something cool, I'm not sure if I think it's River Country or maybe the railroad. Some big prop was like reused within this pool. Oh yeah, the like that maybe? Barrel like or something right up there. Yeah. I don't know if somebody who's watching and knows, you can let me know. But this pool itself is very cool. A lot of good space, a lot of good things happening here. And it's kind of nice, another recreational thing to do around this resort, which is awesome. Over here they have a sign with some of the recreational activities that they'll offer throughout the week. This I think would be fun. Every Tuesday they do wine and wood shop, and you create your own like sign, your own piece of artwork, like a wooden sign that you can hang at your campsite. So that's pretty cool. But then they'll do some different like themed crafts throughout the week and different things. They'll play movies every night. They also do like a pickleball clinic. Oh yeah. So every Monday at 10 a.m. you can go, and I guess they teach you the basics of pickleball. So that's pretty cool. I don't remember this. Look, you can visit Chip and Dale from 5 to 5:20 and 6 to 6:20 in the campsite theater. Oh, interesting. So I guess that's something they do daily. So if you like Chip and Dale, you can meet them there. I guess so. There you go. Very fun. We came over here to peek inside the arcade real quick just to see what kind of stuff they have. It's a smaller arcade, but they do have a decent amount of things. Goo is playing Asteroids Recharge. This is new. Gosh, yeah, I feel like I haven't seen this before. Every so often you get some new arcade games in these places. But this is cool to see, like, oh, that's cool. Look, you can scan this code and download the app, and then you can save your progress. So I wonder if you could do it across multiple machines. Really great. Yeah. I think this is really goofy. It's like one of these racing games, but you're racing a drone. I'm sure. And you sit in this thing and you like move this around. Yeah. I don't know this. Oh gosh. I mean, I don't get the point of it, but like, I feel like it makes sense with that one because like you're steering the wheel. Like I guess you could be moving a drone anywhere, but I don't know. I guess you never know what they're gonna come out with next. If you want to go fishing at Fort Wilderness and you don't want to do all the hard work, I guess you could play this game. That's true. You could do this instead of like maybe the bike barn is closed and you really want to go fishing. Here's your chance. Yeah. So I after going back to the pool, Matt decided to come back here anyway. And though he can't do his canoe, I think he's actually going to go for a bike. So as we said, like the bikes, you can rent a bike. You can rent it for a certain amount of time. You can rent it for the full day. But if you do rent it for the full day, you're going to have to bring it back before they do close. But the bikes are $11 per hour, or if you want to get it for the full day, it's only $20. So I feel like you might as well just get the full day.
Perfect. All set. Just bring it back before 5 p.m. Okay. All right. Have fun. Thank you.
All right, there he goes. I mean, how cool is that? Matt literally just rented a bike. We did not bring any bikes with us. So I guess if you are here in the Fort Wilderness, you kind of want to, like, I guess have your bike for your day. You could do this, which is really cool. Matt's going to have to bring it back by 5 o'clock. But I don't even know where he went. He literally just got his bike and then he biked away. So I guess he just left me here. Oh, where do you come? Where are you going?
I rode around. I was looking for it.
Okay. Well, here is the bike in question.
There you go. Yeah, so it's like a beach cruiser. So you don't have any like gears or anything like that, and you pedal backwards to brake. But I think it was like $10.
Yeah.
So $10 for the hour or $20 for the whole day.
And they do annual pass discounts too.
They do, yeah. Annual pass or DVC to get the discount. So there you go. Yeah, it was nice.
I love that Fort Wilderness is so much of like what you make it. Like you can come here, you can get a bike, you can do some recreational things, or you could just kind of relax amongst like the nature of the trees and everything, which is so cool. It's just such a nice resort, and everything is just so like spread out that it's its own like little village, and you can kind of just make whatever you want of it, which is so cool. Well, it looks like Matt's going to bike somewhere. I have no idea where he's going. But something I did want to show you guys, now that we are here in this meadow during like the daytime, I feel like you guys can kind of see some things a little bit better. This is where we came to roast our marshmallows last night. Over here to our right is going to be the bike barn, that building right there. Further that way is the pool. And then over to our right across this water, there's a bridge there. That's going to be the gift shop we went in last night. This all makes up that area that I called the meadow. And all of this stuff is all kind of, this is kind of the heart of the resort where most of the recreational and most of the things you want are going to be. Something I didn't realize, apparently in a couple minutes over here in front of the bike barn, they're going to be making like tie-dye. So I guess if you want to make like a tie-dye shirt, they're doing that as well. So maybe we'll have to come back for that. But I'm just going to kind of walk amongst the wilderness. I guess we'll see where we end up. But again, like this is such a nice resort to walk around. It's just so crazy. We're right next to Magic Kingdom. That's what I love about this place. We're in the most peaceful and most relaxing atmosphere, but we're literally right next to the busiest theme park in the world. There's a lot of loops all over the place, the different campsites you could be staying in. But I like that every single loop does have their own bus stop. So if you do not get like one of your golf carts, or you don't have any other mode of transportation to get around this place, there are buses that'll come around, they'll take you everywhere. Something interesting to note, I believe there is like I think there's like a color-coded system. Let me see if we can go up to the sign right here. Yeah, so if you are trying to get to like any of the different areas, you can see each bus that goes throughout the resort will have like a different color to code like where they're going. So for instance, since we're here at Little Bear Path, if we wanted to take a bus which is outside of our loop, we would take a bus yellow because that's where the yellow path is going to be. And then there's also orange ones and the purple ones. So wherever you might be staying, it's good to note what color you'll need to take, and that'll take you between the settlement, the meadow, and the front. I'm sure. But yeah, once we were kind of trying to settle that mystery, I saw someone out in the distance. Matt was here.
Yeah.
And then he ran into a bush.
Well, you spooked me. I was driving along and I just heard you calling me out of nowhere.
Okay. Well, how's your bike? You have anything to say?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I rode all around. I rode back to the site.
Yeah.
And over here.
I like, yeah, it has like one of the bells too.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess he's leaving. Bye. Goodbye, Matt. Go back to your whatever you're doing. So Matt's still biking around. I don't know where he's going. He's flying all over the place. So I decided to come back here because Mama Goo actually wanted to come over here and do the tie-dye. Mama Goo's in line here. Everything is going to happen at the bike barn. So I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm not a tie-dye expert, but the tie-dye shirts are $17.99. And then at these tables here at the bike barn, they have a couple stations set up. So once Mama Goo gets her shirt, I guess we'll see how this works here today. Okay, she got her shirt.
Got my shirt.
And then they give you gloves.
And it was $16. with the anal pasties go.
So this right here, this is going to be the Mickey. This is going to be the front of your shirt, okay?
Okay.
So this is going to be what that Mickey head is.
Okay.
So you can choose whatever colors you want.
Okay.
And you're going to go down the whole line in between each rubber band, choose other colors, whatever ones you choose, okay?
Okay.
Now there's going to be some colors that may not blend well together. They're just labeled right here in yellow for you. You can still use them on the shirt, but just use them separately because otherwise if they mix, they might not look very pretty, okay?
Mama likes her purple, so she's gonna go for the
like
purple.
Okay, you have to help me out. So just kind of go like this. Do I do both sides or turn it over?
Oh, no, you do one side first, I think, and then once you do the one side, you're gonna flip it, and then.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we can't see the finished product right now, but I think it has to stay in here for 2 weeks. Is that what they said?
Yeah, she said if you want the colors more vibrant, leave it for 2 weeks.
So I guess you could take it out a little bit earlier, but I think if you want it the most vibrant, you have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You can see it gives
the care instructions are in here.
care instructions sheet. But this is cool. Again, another really fun thing you can do around the resort, and this was only $16 or $17, and they have Passler discount too, so I think it was $16 after a Passler discount. Well, after Mama Goo finished her tie-dye, we came back to the camper, and I hung out a little bit until Matt came back knocking on the door yelling at me.
I'm all done with my bike. It was fun.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Well, it was cheap enough too. Like it's a fun. I always never get over it. There's so many things to do around here, and you can just kind of make what you want out of it. So it's so cool. And you guys saw the tie dye too. That's just a small craft you can do. They do youth sizes, adult sizes, so anyone can do it, and that's really awesome. That being said, we are getting a little bit later, and I think we're gonna start to make some dinner soon. I think we're gonna try and make some hot dogs, maybe hamburgers or whatever.
We have the fire pit too, so we'll get that fired up.
Yeah. But as it's getting later, we'll do this, and I don't know, maybe we'll try and catch the light pageant parade thing.
That's true. Yeah, the electrical light parade, whatever it is on the water, that might be fun.
I'm not gonna commit to anything. We're just gonna have fun and see where it leads us here tonight.
Yeah.
We did end up getting some fire starters from the gift shop that we're putting in this fire pit here. And then they also do have wood in the gift shop too. So if you ever do need wood or any of these things for the fire pits, you're all set. We also have some charcoal on the grill. So we're getting ready to cook things. And so far, we're actually pretty prepared for everything. Oh gosh, those look good.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it looks like the hot dogs have made their way on the grill.
Yeah.
These look good. You can see they're cooking very nicely.
Yeah, they're getting done. I might want to rotate where they are because
like a rotisserie.
They're hotter.
You know, those little things in the gas stations that turn the hot dogs, and you need one of those. Oh gosh!
I'm sorry.
Do you want to put?
Well, I just squirted ketchup all over my hand. Nice. Here's a hot dog.
There you go.
Oh, gosh, I need to wash my hands, but you can see fresh off the grill. You can't beat a classic hot dog. Well, we have a big fire going on the fire pit now, and Mama Goo looks like is making some s'mores. Still have some left from our s'more kit yesterday from the Chippendale Sing-Along. Uh-oh. So you can see it is getting a little bit later here. Our fire pit's lighting. I like that the camper has some lights outside too.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. So it's it gets really dark in these campsites. If you're ever camping or anything, you can never have enough light.
There's not a ton of street lights or anything because we're in the wilderness.
Yeah. But it's so cool. As you saw last night, we're really close to the sing-along and we can hear it from here. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like we have our mini sing-along. We can hear the music.
We can do our own. It's like campside. Like if something was table side. This is campside. Yeah. There you go.
I think as it is getting later, though, we've kind of had the whole camping experience. We might head over to the settlement by Pioneer Hall to look at that new tower that's being built.
Oh yeah, we'll try to see as much as we can. I know it's dark now, so
maybe
we might not see much.
Maybe we'll catch the light parade thing. I'm not really sure. We're just gonna head over there, and this is our last night, so we'll just make the most of it here tonight.
One thing you don't really hear people talk about too much at the Fort Wilderness is these wagon rides they do. And they do these, let's see, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 6 p.m., 7:15 p.m., and 8:30 p.m. We actually did one of these last time we were staying here. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. It's only, what is it? It's $15 for adults, $10 for children. So not a terrible deal. You can see it's horse-drawn, so the horses take you and...
It seems like every time I do this, there's not too many people there.
Yeah,
so you kind of have like a little bit of a nice...
I think it would be fun to do at night, too. Last time I think we did the first one, or it was light out, but it would be a different experience to see when it's nighttime.
Over by where the bats are, and you get to see a really cool
the bat house and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
If you're making a trip over here to Fort Wilderness and you are really, really, really interested in joining DVC, you're in luck. They are actually building 2 more model cabins that you can go visit. There's already one like 10 feet away, and they are building 2 more that you can come visit if you want to see the cabins for yourself.
What is happening here?
That's kind of an interesting choice.
So to add to all the confusion, so they are building this resort. We'll get to this in a minute.
Yeah.
But because of all that, the bus stop is being moved.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where the bus stop usually is. That's where you're going to get to the parks.
Yeah, but because they have all this construction set up here, you go up here, and I believe you go right. And
it's worth noting this bus loop, the one we're going to get to, only takes you to Magic Kingdom, but you can get on a bus that'll be like a resort shuttle that'll transfer you to the front. The lobby where you can transfer to Epcot and Studios.
This bus stop will take you to Magic Kingdom. It'll take you to various stops throughout the campground, and I believe there's also a bus from over here that takes you to Wilderness Lodge.
That's true, yeah.
So if you're trying to get to Wilderness Lodge for something.
I showed the map earlier and the different like color buses you can take, so it's worth, you can reference back to that.
But it's not that. Like, this is normally the bus stop right here, and it's just right there. It's not that far. So there you go. Standing outside of Trails End and Crockett's Tavern here, you get a perfect view of the new Lakeshore Tower.
Lakeshore Lodge.
Whatever it's called. Yeah.
You know,
so
I think it's pretty ambitious to call it a lodge.
I don't know.
The 2 lodges on Disney property are the most insanely detailed and distinct resorts ever here at Disney World.
Yeah.
And if this is going to be an island tower or a Riviera where it just looks so similar to all the other towers, I hope they don't do that.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it is pretty much just a tower from what
We don't know for sure.
We don't know a whole lot of details about it. We've seen some... Well, have we even seen concept art of this version?
They gave us...
There was a different hotel they were going to build.
Reflections.
We had concept art of that. And now we have no they canceled that.
I mean, for all we know, this could just be a renamed Reflections.
I think it is, but... I don't know. We'll see.
Lodge is giving me hope that it's going to be really themed, though. But you can see, like, this is kind of like a log cabin style thing, and then a lodge that's just like a tower is going to really ruin it for me, I think.
I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to find out.
So I think we're going to follow this pathway right here. So just for reference so no one's confused, Pioneer Hall, Ugly Tower, bus stops. Over here is the gift shop. And then if you keep going this way, this will lead to the dock where you can go and take a boat to Magic Kingdom. So it's really cool. You can literally just take a boat, go straight there. It's awesome. We're going to try and go near the beach to get a view for some fireworks or possibly the electrical thing here today. We're just going to see what we can do. It'll be pretty fun. I know we also mentioned that firework cruises weren't offered over at the bike barn. If they do offer them, it'd probably be here. Because that's where they have the boats.
All the boats are still parked here, so I don't, maybe they don't do it from here. But I believe they do the fishing excursions. So that's something you can consider.
And these boats are very cool. I've always wanted to do one of the fishing excursions. I feel like that's kind of the classic Fort Wilderness thing to do. But that's pretty awesome. You can see these are the boats themselves, and at the end of the stock is where you'll go to Magic Kingdom. And after 3, you can go between Wilderness Lodge and Contemporary as well.
That's true, yeah.
That usually, it doesn't come as often. It does come though.
Actually, the more I think about it, the last time we did a fireworks cruise over here on Bay Lake, the cast member, I think, told us that they don't have them here right now, but they were trying to bring them back. They just didn't have enough boats. Because these are just the boats for the fishing. They're a different style or a different brand of boat or whatever. I imagine they would probably park them over there where there's empty spots.
They have a lot of dock space too, but there's a lot of weird construction happening here too. I don't even know. They might even have a dock over at that lodge.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So I guess we'll just have to wait for things to come. There's one of the Magic Kingdom boats though.
We stopped in the gift shop while we were over here real quick just to check it out. And they don't have anything that I haven't already seen or that we didn't already show. But I did want to point out the firewood here. We did buy some of this for our fire pit. And I just wanted to let you guys know if you need to buy it too, it is $16.99. But it's a good sized bundle. Like, it's a lot of firewood. So just for anyone wondering, $16.99, and you do get discounts on that. Before you head down the dock, if you look over in this direction, just down there, over the trees, you can kind of see the very tippy top of the castle. It's going to be over in that direction. You can see everyone's bringing chairs over here. Everyone's sitting at these tables. So you probably get a pretty decent view right here because, like I said, it's just right there. So we might try to go to the end of the dock anyway just to see how it looks, but pretty much anywhere out here you should be able to see it pretty good. It's not like you're going to see the castle anywhere.
You can actually see the castle if you go like down.
Yeah, if you go down further on the beach, like this direction, there were
super dark and there's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of like snakes or alligators or something, and we were getting bit up last time we were here.
I would say views are perfect there, but that's going to be your biggest issue.
So we were watching the show down at the end of the pier, and I realized I could hear the music off in the distance, but it wasn't close to where I was. And so what I realized is over here, closer to the beach, they pipe in the music. So I think over there on the beach, and like this area over here where I was showing you guys earlier, where you can see the castle, yeah, where everyone had the chairs, they pipe the music in, but not on the pier. So if you want to hear the music, you gotta come closer this way.
Yeah, I hate to be the Grinch of fireworks.
Yeah.
But we have an early morning tomorrow, and I want to make sure we pack up this camper before, because I feel like we need to get everything organized. We've been living in this thing.
We kind of just wanted to come over here to like see the experience and show you guys what it was like, and
it was
see
great.
it for ourselves.
We got to look at the giant tower.
That's true. Also, when I was standing out there, like right at the beginning of fireworks, I got distracted because I saw like a line of dots in the sky, and it was satellites going up, like the Starlink satellites. You could just see like a line of dots like going up in the sky. So that was kind of cool. I'll put some footage of that I got. I zoomed in on it.
Oh, cool.
But
well, I think at this point we're probably gonna head back to the campsite. This is probably one of the shorter camping experiences we've done.
Yeah.
So we didn't do as much as we did in our past ones. But I think it was fun nonetheless to bring you guys along, and I can't wait to come back here.
Yeah.
Well, we have officially made it back to the campsite, and I think that's probably gonna have to do it for our camping series here today.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever we come, we're always here for like a little bit longer, and it's just been busy the past couple of days. So I'm glad we got to bring you guys some of the things. But overall, what do you think? What were your thoughts?
I thought it was a pretty good experience.
Yeah.
So they said it sleeps 8, and I think even with like some of those being children, I don't think it would sleep 8.
No.
I think it would be perfect for like if it was just me and Goo or something, like 2 people, or I guess maybe a family of 4, like 2 people and 2 kids or something like that. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. I think overall everything was nice enough.
I enjoyed it. For me personally, I would probably spend the more money for the cabin. Yeah. Like if I was renting this. But I think it'd be really cool, especially a lot of people do already have these campers, and they bring them to camp, and I think that's such a cool idea to bring it here. That being said, I think it was so cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along on our fun adventure. Another element of camping done. We have officially tent camped, camper camped, and cabin camped. So our Fort Wilderness adventures are complete.
Yeah, the Fort Wilderness Trinity has been completed.
There you go. So I think at this point we're gonna go to bed, and we'll just pretty much turn this in tomorrow. I think we just leave it here.
Yeah, they come and pick it up. It's nice. We don't really have to do anything. We don't we got to get rid of the trash. That's about it. Yeah.
Checkout time is at 11, but we have to leave this by 10.
So that they can come and take it away. But yeah, either way, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming along with us and checking this out and experiencing something new. Yeah,
it's been something different.
Yeah. Please make sure you're subscribed for more upcoming adventures. But until then, I'm Matt.
I'm Goo.
And you're you. And we will see you on the next review.